We've got the X. We've got YouTube set up, Instagram set up, but I really don't like the orientation. I think it's kind of weird unless I'm doing like interviews or something like that. But when here, we like to look at screens. We like to get down to that kind of stuff. So we will keep it like this for now. And I don't know, just Instagram, I'll just have to figure out. Probably just use shorts for that and whatever. Oh, fuck, Mall Street. I finished that video, but I had an issue last night. Really fucked up. Made a big mistake. So let me get to that. I really fucked up on that one. So all right, I'll just tell you right now. With Thor from Cyberfrogs, the thing I rave about and say how great it is. They send you your Solana back wrapped. There's nothing that really says that at all. You wouldn't know unless like you're very keen and looking closely at it. I quickly saw the funds got released at 12 a.m. I also saw that I took some funds and I sent it to Coinbase thinking that it was Solana because in Phantom it just says Sol. You didn't see it say, I didn't see W Sol on the little thingy. A significant amount of Solana is now just fucking in Never Never Land. That one stings a bit and it sucks. It was my own fucking mistake, but I just want to remind you guys, let me just make sure you're very fucking clear about what I'm talking about here. When you get your Solana back from Thor, it's going to be in USDC and Rapsol. Make sure that when you are swapping or sending anything to addresses that you are double checking that it is not Rapsol and it is indeed Solana that you are sending it to. Coinbase, they could see it. I could see the transaction. I followed it all the way down SolScan. This shit's fucking gone. And there's nothing I can do. I was on customer service for about 4.5 hours doing it till like, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning. No luck. I'm out of luck on that one. It was, it wasn't the end of the world. I'll make it back. But damn, that shit sucked, bro. But now, hey, I got a fucking goal right now. It's like, yo, I got to reclaim this fucking loss. But I just want you guys to know, it's easy to make fucking mistakes, but again, don't let it be the end of the world. What did I do when that happened? I got on customer service, see what the answers are or what the options were. What did I do past that? I continued to fucking move. I continued to edit my video. I continued to book my flight. I continued to make plans and make sure that all my shit's covered. But I'm tightening things down. I sold some things. I moved some things. I positioned myself where, hey, I got to recover some of this. I cannot just take the L like that. On that one, I have to have something to work with. So that's what we're doing now. I took a close look at all of these coins right now. I think we're at a good point. We're going to get some upside and a lot of potential, bullish trends in the meme coin aspect. NFT side, we'll see how those start to warm up. I think the SPL tokens are definitely the way to go. I think it might take a little bit more time than people like to see, but that's just the name of the game. People get shaken out during those times where they get, fudded out. They think it's, the worst thing. Like nobody's talking about runes right now. Probably a good time to go look at runes and scoop them up. Nobody's talking about Brett right now. It's probably a good time to double down on your bag of Brett. Like all of those different chains, they got opportunities right there. Let's get to the quote of the day before we get too sidetracked here. And I'll bring this up in a second. All right. Some people might not agree with this, and you're welcome to leave the chat right now. I don't care. But this is something that I liked, something I saw from Solana Sensei. Back in 2021, I have a lot of screenshots from the bull market of the people that I was following that seemed to do the best, and the people that stayed throughout the bear market that are still here. Those are the people that I really like to kind of see what they're doing, how they're operating, and just kind of take notes. One of the biggest things I tell you guys is to keep index cards on hand because, like, with these things, you can take quick notes, jot shit down, save it, put it in your pocket, whatever, like have your affirmations, whatever the case is, you can have that with you. But this one is, who are you? Anything is possible if you know who you really are. Who you think you are is a constructed image based on past thoughts. Detach yourself from the limited being and understand that you are the creator of life. You have always have been. You are God. That doesn't mean you're the God as in like the book, the definition and the picture, what you might look it up. I mean, I can't say that because nowadays you look it up, it's going to be a completely different thing. However, my point with this and the reason I wanted to bring this one up is let's just break it down. Who are you? Like, ask yourself, look at yourself literally in a mirror, a self-reflection. It's like the most powerful shit you can do because you're going to judge yourself regardless if you want to or not. You're going to look at yourself and say, who are you? And either you're going to say, I'm fucking grinding my ass off. I'm trying to stay in shape or not trying. I'm staying in shape. I'm healthy. I'm abundant. Like that's one mindset. Then the other person's going to say, I'm showing up. I'm doing the best. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to stay on task. I'm trying to stick to a routine. That's your fucking mindset telling you you're trying to do shit. I'm going to tell you straight up, you ain't going to fucking do it. You are the person that is not going to do it. I promise you that until you get to the point of I am. That is the whole thing. Like, who are you? Trying isn't doing something. I am is a fucking thing. So figure that one out for yourself. You're going to have to take your own time to reflect. I can't give you those answers. But I say this for over 2 years, and I've been reading these things, trying to understand, like, what does this mean to me? How can I transfer this message out to other people? Like, one of my buddies from the Mad Lads, he was Benzel. He said SMS, delivering the message. So ever since I thought about that, I was like, man, you know what? I got to figure out a way to deliver some kind of message with this shit. I mean, I get people in here, and sometimes it's hundreds of people. At the end of the day, it might be thousands because this thing is re-watched. However, who you think you are is a constructed image based on your past thoughts. That's pretty fucking powerful too, because you don't know what you're going to be in the future, because the future is not guaranteed. It's not destined. It just isn't there yet. We cannot get to the future until it's present. So what you are is based on what you've seen in the past, what you've experienced, what you've done, what you've made. Like, if you lost all your money, you think you're broke. If you made a bunch of money, you think that you're rich. What you are right now, like, let's say you made fucking $50,000 last year off of whatever profits. What you also had a house, a car, you had memberships, you've been buying stuff. Like how much profit was that really? Because you got a lot of stuff that you owe debts to. You have a lot of overhead. You have a lot of things that are leased. You have a lot of things that you're paying payments on, like your insurance. Maybe you didn't pay that off. So like, you really didn't make that much. And it's just that snapshot tells you what you think you were based on what you had. Going forward, you still got all of these things that come up. So in reality, you are not what you think you are, like in that, or used to be. You're not that. You look like that in a snapshot, but that doesn't tell the whole picture. So think about it like this: like, who do you want to be? And work on that every single day. Don't worry about what you've done in the past, because I could sit there and tell you how great I was in fucking high school, like all these people do. Like, oh, I used to do this, I used to do this. Who gives a shit? Right here, right now, what are you doing? What are you bringing to the table? How can you contribute? If you can't, I'm sorry, but like, that's like yesterday shit. And like, that's good that you have that experience, bro. We're like, this space moves so much faster than that. You got to understand that. So take that into consideration. Now detach yourself from the limited being. Understand that you're the creator of life. So this one gets a little bit more spiritual and deeper. Like, if you don't believe in this, and you can't say, you know what, that I believe there's something to that, then this is going to make no fucking sense to you, and you'll be like, this guy's out of his fucking mind. But if you take a little bit of effort into, like, you know what, let me try this. Let me see if I can take myself away from who I think I am right now, and look at that. Like, I can create my own life. I can literally write down what the fuck I want to do and start working towards it every single day. I guarantee you, if you do that and you give everything that you have to make those things realistic, that is what becomes real. Like, I just showed you the impressions of the 3 months when I walked away from my job. I wrote down what I wanted to do. I have a schedule from when I wake up to when I, hit 12 o'clock and kind of reset. I can call people out because I know they're not willing to do the crazy shit I'm doing. They don't have this up here. They have excuses of why not. They have days set aside to put this time for this person. I'm going on vacation, but I'm still going to show up. I'm going to like set a precedent. Like, yo, you don't have to take a day off because you're trying to enjoy life. Like, there's 24 hours in a day to enjoy, my brother. Like, and sister, whatever. Like, take some time to put the work in, and then look, boom, schedule your shit. Like, look, I'm gonna grind for 3 hours. I got another 21 to enjoy with my person. How hard is that? You don't have to touch your investments. You don't have to touch your timeline. You don't have to touch anything from that point to that point, but you can still show up and produce. Like, that's kind of how I look at it. And you've always been, you are God. So one thing about that is God says, like, God is in everything. God is part of everything, whatever the case is with that. However you want to believe it, whatever you want to twist that into. My point is, it's in everything. So if it's in everything, it must be in you too. So that must mean that you are part of that. That must mean you are part creator. You can do this. So when it comes down to that and this thought thing, I'm not trying to get too philosophical or deep on you guys, but take what you can with that and create what you want. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody. It's not saying it's end all be all, but take what you see, create what you want. That's one of the things that come from my martial arts background with modern jiu-jitsu. When you're in the fight, somebody's coming at you all aggressive and shit like that, trying to swing and shit like that. Chances are they're going to throw a wild ass overhand right? So you're just going to slip to the side, let that go by, left hook, uppercut, and you just turn it. You take what you see, create what you want. You create opportunities off of somebody's attack. If somebody throws a punch, there's something open at all times. There has to be, because you cannot block and strike at the same time. That's the same thing with life. Like, all of those things kind of correlate down, right down the middle. So I don't know. I like that one a lot. I'm going to keep sharing these things. They're pretty cool. Maybe I'll just start printing them out, and like at the end of the year, I don't know. It'd be cool to have a calendar or some dumb shit like that. I'm trying not to repeat any of these quotes and finding pretty unique ones. Like, this is a lot of stuff that he has a bunch of tweets and threads like that. So all right, we'll get on with that. Let me go ahead and pull up some other stuff. We'll take a look at these tickers. and talk about some plays and where we're at with that. I'm not gonna lie, this has not been the best month because of the market. One, secondly, having other things that pop up, and it is what it is. That Thor contract, I know I raved as 40% average. I made 4% on that fucking thing, and it sucked. Like I round tripped it, but that's just the way it's set up. You lock yourself into the contract, you are up to their mercy, and it is what it is. I made profit. It wasn't an L. It was an L in the case that I round tripped. I basically broke even. I had a couple $100 off of that, off of like $4,000. So that sucked. But hey, it is what it is. And then I fucking I can't even say fat fingered. I just didn't see the W sold. So I hope that people know. I'll make more of an announcement because I've never seen that, and I know that I'm not the only person that's done some dumb shit like that, being excited seeing that. So it is what it is, guys, but shit happens. That's life. You just pick it up and keep on fucking trucking. And that's the end of it. Do I have music on? No, here we go. All right, guys, we got Kira up first. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the chart here, see what we got. And I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to be flowing a frog to add some more Kira to trying to get some of this come up, because I think that we're in a point where this shit's getting ready to take off. It just looks like it's in a prime position in general. So let's just take a look here and get into it. We've got this at 11 cents. We are sitting at 4.4 million for the market cap, 2,379 on the holder count. Things are looking good as far as support. We're bouncing. Got a little bit of higher lows setting up here. I did go ahead and make my first strike because I got to make some money back. Shit happens. I'm not going to go ahead and fucking leverage like a jackass. I think that's pretty stupid, but it's also very, very profitable if you knock that one. Oh shit! I made a nice play. I'll take that. We got some rebounding in effect here, so that is good to see. I mean, not as much as I like, but it is nice to see a little bit come up here. All right, anyway, let's get into this here. Bouncing across there, 11 cents. So looks like if we can get this to continue moving up here, you're just going to get a nice trend up that way. You're going to have to see Solana probably rock it up. I mean, we are making a little bit of progress on Solana. It's at 137. It was down in 120s or something like that. So you are having a little bit of volatility with that. A little bit of people, or a little question in the air of like, where the fuck are we headed? Some people are bearish, some people are bullish. Overall, Bitcoin is losing dominance from what I understand, but we're just going to have to check it and keep watching. Right here is like, it's flat as can be. Right here, you got 4 different points where this thing's been touching. I'm putting my bags into this one. I really do think I'm going to go ahead and either I'm going to just list and floor a frog because I have a really good average on them now, or I'm going to try to sell it into a bid or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm not eager to like try to fucking knock somebody over the head. The other thought I had was just take a complete loan out on it because the interest is only like 0.1 something, and then see if we can get a nice, come up off of Kira, dump that, buy the frog back, take the profit, but then like you don't have as much I don't know. You know what I mean? Like if I have the Kira, that's just like a trade because I have the other bag. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to go with it. But my point is you're going to see a lot of opportunities right here where some of these are going to continue to bounce off of these points. So let's keep it moving and we'll take a look at Myro. Myro is pretty interesting to me. I've told you about like the whole influencer thing that they got set up. I really don't care much for that. I think it's kind of gay, but whatever. It's not my fucking project and money's money. I'm not going to fade money. I'm not an idiot, but I don't have to be as happy as I used to be about this little fucking coin. I still like the pictures I drew about it, and maybe it's a cool shit. I don't know. The community just doesn't seem like it used to be. But the thing is, you got this cup and handle situation going on here. You have this sell-off and reversal, a couple bottoms touching and finding support. These are the kind of things you want to look for when you're looking for entries. This looks good to me. So I did go ahead and start entering. I told you guys down in the lower teens, 10 to 13 cents was good entry. Once we broke back up and showed that it had some support right there, like it's not that rocket right here. It's nice and slow. You have almost a W. You could see this filling up here and just taking them like the staircase approach, kind of like it did here. And we'll see where it goes from there. But I do like the chart. I do like the setup from this point right here. The bottom does seem like it could be around this point. That's not financial advice. I don't fucking know. And I don't think anybody truly does, except for the people with the money controlling everything. But anyway, it's good to look at, and it's good to, kind of see where this can go. But let me know your thoughts in the chat. If you guys are rocking with Myro, you think it's a good boy, let me know. I still like it. let's see what happens with that one. Then we'll go take a look at Bonk and see where we're at with that. Well, we got to take a look at SoulGrid bot. There's a pretty dope tweet. I'm going to repost this on the timeline. And soccer bet statistics are 71% total winner, as seen in the Telegram from April 13th to 30th. So let me get to, I like these updates. I have to bring them up in the chat. So Bonk's pretty much showing the same thing as these others. We're getting a little bit of a pop-up here. We had the sell-off, came back down, recovered, established a new bottom. Here we are. You get the same thing, point. All of these are going to be respectively around the same time periods and whatever. So we found a trend. We found that it's finding support. A lot of these coins around the same historical points are bouncing again at those points. That tells me the same buyers are in play, or similar thesis at least, because it might not be the same exact people. The thesis is there though, because we're seeing this over and over and over with these coins. Bonk's at 4-0-2562. I don't even want to pretend to, like, I could say that number and make it sound good, so we'll just go with that. 2.3 billion, 715,803 holders on Bonk. I think Bonk is primed for a nice come up. You know, it's hard to pick which one you want to go in, guys. You got to just figure out, all right, what one do I like the most? What has the highest upside potential? What one has the lowest risk versus reward? Like, you just got to make that decision for yourself. You got to figure it out. I can't figure it out. I got to diversify and keep some shit on the side in case I make a bad choice and make a decision to roll into one or another. Sometimes you just got to sit on your hands and let it rock. But name of the game, if you did not take profits in that last run, you're probably hurting pretty bad now. So really consider finding your exits as you're looking for your entries. Like, this might be a nice entry. So what's my goal here? Am I going to put 4 SOL in here? Am I looking to get 8 SOL back? Am I putting 4 SOL in at $120 or $37? Am I looking to get, what's that, 400, 528 or something like that, $530 or something for 4 SOL at that point? So what would it be like? Are you looking for that to be $1,000 and just flat cut it at 1,000? Are you looking for the monetary net value? Like, that's how I look at it. Am I increasing SOL? Am I increasing dollars? If you increase the dollars, you're stable. You look for a dip. You buy the SOL. You're still basically doing the same thing. It's just whatever strategy works best for you, whichever one you like. Me, at the end of this year, I want to have a higher net worth. I don't care what coin, what asset, what I got. I want my net worth to be up there. And then 270G vibes just went in on Bonk. So there, I mean, I think people are all seeing the same thing. So I would say, if I can go establish your positions if you're not already set. JLP, what we got over here? $2.60. I mean, this is Jupiter Perpetual. Very boring unless you like holding on to your money. Again, when the market sucks, this goes down, it recovers, and it stays consistent. You're never really going to see too much of a downside. This is one of the safest assets in Solana. It just has the history of showing that it is. $2.60, 276 million on the market cap, 35,510 holders on here. I mean, this is pretty damn safe. That market cap doesn't seem to really move too much. We had a couple spikes up to $2.80 up here. That's our target. That's kind of where you're at right there. But again, this is not going to be your biggest grower. It's not going to be the highest rate of return, but it is going to be pretty damn stable and safe, as far as better than a savings account. I mean, that's one thing you got going for you as far as this. Let me get rid of this fucking thing. Bang. All right. Let's go and take a look at WIF. WIF I'm interested at because I was taking a look at the top memes by market cap, and I guess we can switch over to that for a second and give you guys a quick rundown of this. So again, we have Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Dog with Hat at number 4, right in front of Bonk. It's flipped over Bonk. We have Floki behind that. Popcat has made a little bit of a name for itself. It's flipping Book of Meme, Cat and Dog World, Mew. So things are looking pretty spicy. So what do I think about this? I think I missed a lot of this right here, but you can get some of the tail end of this, and it's still going to run out. But what would I do down here? I would go all the way down to the bottom. What do we got? What kind of Solana coins do we have at least? You can kind of look through this, and then if you like the other chains, figure it out. However, you got Samo, you got Solana. What other? I think Smog might even be on there, but you're down 14%, so you have at least 14% on the 7 days in this week to recover. I don't know how much more or less. It's just looking at that. and it's down there pretty low. So Ponky's another one. You have 2% on the 7 days. You're up 24% in the 24% in 24 hours. So this is where I would click this and say, all right, what the hell's going on with Ponky? I want to, take a closer look into that. Actually, let's take a look at it on Bird Eye. That's right there. Yeah. We'll come back to fucking King Slurf, but I want to look at Ponky because Ponky had a little bit of a run up before. It's come down and showed the same similar patterns where it's come down and stable out a little bit. So let's take a look. Man, I wish I rolled a joint earlier. I fucking forgot. You guys care if I roll a joint? I don't care if you care, but I'm trying to be considerate. So we had these pop-ups here. Like, I love this chart because it has this cool little motion here. And you see the same thing right here. Except for this didn't come down as far as it did on these other ones and go flat across. So maybe it still could, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to fucking up there. So I bought into this in here with like 0.5. And we'll just see what's up. This wallet, I am literally trying to run this one up a little bit more and see what we got. But Ponky is very popular. It's one of the memes out there that I think isn't talked about enough on Web3, but in Web2 seems to be very prevalent. Like, I was reading tweets where people were talking about this as a meme that didn't even have any crypto, which is kind of funny. So a good one to keep your eyes on. But again, I'll go back over here so I can show you reasons why and what I was doing with all that shit there. So there's the, well, we're not going to look at that, I guess. I wanted to show the run up there, but we'll get back to it. Basically, I went back down to the bottom of these to what isn't performing as best or as good as these. So you had Brett, you had Pups, you have Slurf, you got Wen, you've got Myro. Like, I'm just going off the easiest, most popular. You can just see them. Like, they stick out pretty easily because of the name. And those ones are the ones that I would be willing to bet that people are going to be like, oh yeah, I remember this ran up. And they're going to look for other ones that are kind of conditional to that run next to them. So start looking at a thesis if it is a pop in the market, because this will kind of be the underlining determinant or factor that kind of determines where they go. But some of them are leading the way, and the ones that lead the way, pay attention to them going forward too, because if they lead the way now, they're likely to lead the way again. And it shows you, all right, if these just fucking move 26, 16, 20, 13, all of these top guys are moving 10+%. Let's go back down here. What isn't moving 10+%? Let's get into those plays. Let's figure out what's got a little bit more room to run. So Quack, I don't know what the fuck this one is, but 2%, you guys can look at that. Start looking at what's down, what has the most down days in the last 7-day trend. You can start banking on, all right, maybe Miladies is going to be popping up another 23% because, they're riding the momentum of everything else. People are circulating their liquidity. So that's one way to take a look at it. But this is all by market cap. So let's go back and take a look at the charts. I know we got a couple other ones I want to take a look at. Oh, fuck, I forgot to read this little segment out of this book I thought you guys might like. This is Bumpers. Again, guys, get this book. You see it? Bumpers. You should really get that book and read it. I got no affiliation. I don't make shit for it, but it's pretty dope. But anyway, let's go back. Like I said, we're going to go take a look at Sir Slurfs a lot and see where we're at. We're at 35 cents on here. All right, I was looking at this on the overall zoomed out kind of, what is this, the hour candles right there. So every candle's an hour there. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like the most sexiest chart in the world, but this is a huge community. It has a large market cap. You can see that it's up there with some of the bigger dogs, and it's down. This shows you that there's opportunity to get in. I don't think for a second that this doesn't reclaim $1. I think this is going to be one of the heroes of the, I guess, of the bull run. I just think that it's got enough of the story lore. People that don't even want to like the coin have to like it because they're like, well, I can't deny the facts are facts. So we'll see. That, I mean, you're always going to get people that don't like something. So it's not like everybody's going to like it. However, just look at the chart. Look how it's operating. Look how it's reacting. And a good example of what you want to invest into is go look at trees. Go look at that SPL that all those projects, people, influencers, everything was talking about, probably talking shit about fucking Slurf or like not giving it the credit that it's due. and yeah, I'm gonna be biased about it because I like the community. It's my fucking PFP. Like I totally enjoy being in the Slurf community. So yeah, I'm gonna give you my side and my take. That's my team. So fuck them. But when I see people that kind of like shit on it, but I'm like, yo, you just supported a shit out of that Trees team because you probably got some kind of allocation. You probably had some benefit in there. It wasn't launched. It was early. You thought you were probably going to eat off of that fucking thing. So you guys wanted to do that shit. And like, yo, Slurf fucked up with the pre-sale and paid back almost $10 million. Trees is gone. I don't know if I need to say that again. I think you get the hint. But there's a standard and it is set by Slurf. If a pre-sale fucks up, you have the chance to fix it and fix your fuck up. If any of these things fuck up but have any reason to like not go the way it was supposed to, you have a chance to build on that and create a better outcome. The choice not to is downright bullshit. They're just scamming you. The people that supported and endorsed that, yeah, they probably didn't know either, but that just goes to show you like, hey, this is what they're doing. Anybody could be vulnerable for that, anybody, but also not everybody will be. That's the underlying thing right there. Anybody could fall into that trap, but not everybody will, because some people step back and do their own research. I did message them. I said, hey, what's going on with your shit? Is there something that anybody could help out with? What have you guys worked on? That kind of stuff. And they said, spread the word. So I typed in W space O space R space D space. And I said, like this. And they never responded to me. So I was like, fuck these losers. Like, I'm not, if you can't even respond to some fun banter, I'm not fucking with you. You didn't pass the vibe check. So fuck off. Like, it's pretty simple on that one. So anyway, just yeah, think about it again when you're looking at these pre-sales, you're looking at tokens, and you're looking at people that say like, you know, that, oh, it's not going to make it. Well, did your token pay back anybody? Did your token do this kind of set the standard? Nah, it didn't. I know they did. Nobody did this. So it's definitely something that you want to keep in the back of your head. We'll go ahead and take a look at Bored Ape Solana Club. I know that the homie Dak really is hell-bent on, you know, making this thing recover, at least doing something good with this. He wants to see this is a success story, and I think he knows some ideas and some ways to go about that. So it's down as fuck. We were buying this around 70, 80 cents because we thought there might be a little bit more excitement in the market, and now we have opportunity to accumulate and get it back on the flip back up to 80 cents. Looks like that's what it wants to do. I don't know if you're going to get a spike, but you are getting some tight consolidation right here going up. And granted, this is a 44-cent coin with only a total supply of 898,930. The market cap is 430,000 on this one, and the holder count is 1,866. You got to take those things into consideration. But seeing a nice W on the bottom right there with some consolidation does kind of show a promising run back up to the dollar point, or at least 90 some cents. So I like it. I like what we're seeing here. I definitely have to buy to make my average, so I don't just sit here and spend this time not literally doing anything, just being a contributor to volume. But yeah, you need to keep more money on the side for these situations. Other than that, I mean, I guess I'm staked. I'm getting shit for it or whatever, but I like Bored Ape Solana Club. I like the PFP I got. I like everything about him. It just screams Solana to me. That's not going to change. The thesis is still there. This guy's been here from day one. These new projects that rug or don't make it or fail or whatever the fuck they're trying to do, that like pivot to this, pivot to that, pivot to this, pivot to that, like just stay true to what you got. Just stay true to what works and stay true to what you like to do. And maybe you fucking strike out the first 20 times. You get that grand slam with 21. Everybody's going to forget about this 20 and be like, yo, this guy never gave up. That will be the story they say. They won't say, oh, he struck out so many times and finally hit. They'll say, yo, this dude never fucking stopped swinging. He fucking finally smacked that motherfucker, and it counted. So keep that in consideration. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nub real quick, and I'm going to see if I can roll this thing up in like lightning fast speed. And shout out to my unofficial sponsor, Blazy Susan. Still unofficially sponsored by them, so I had to go to the store and buy my own. One day we'll get our favorite sponsor out here. All right, Nub. It's showing us that it's crawling along the bottom. It's showing us that there is a potential upside on this, and it being one of the more popular coins, in my opinion, as far as like social media and Web3, I guess, engagement, stuff like that. This is definitely up there. I mean, the timeline, I think that it does a tremendous job marketing itself. I really do like that, but it doesn't seem like it's reflected yet. I think we're due for a nice run on Nub, and I think that Mew would also be kind of running with it. So we'll keep our eyes and ears on that one. I know that they post a lot as well. And also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was it Nub that was added to the meme flow? And then we got something else added to meme flow with Asset Dash. So there's a lot of cool shit going on. And it might take a little bit of time for it to, cook and actually, come to fruition. But at least we got something to take a look at here. The chart looks good. 59.5 million on the market cap, 22,455. I mean, all of these has potential to get to 100 millions and, even higher, to closer to billions at some point. At least the top dogs when the markets market. Because this bear run, I mean, we did get to all-time high for Bitcoin and shit like that, but I just feel like that wasn't it. I feel like that was just like a start of like, yo, this is how crazy it can go, and we have a lot more room to run. So if you are trading out of these coins, I do think it's smart to establish a longer position in another wallet. Even if it's only a tenth of the profit, I think that still would be advantageous for you to, make sure that you got some longer holds. I would put it in a wallet that you don't look at on top of that, because if you look at it, you're likely to exhaust yourself and do something stupid. And if you're looking at it every day, it's probably money that you didn't have to really invest anyway, that you need for something else. And that's just dumb. Oh no, the tip fell out. But let's see what else we got here. Turt, they made a couple posts. I know they've been grinding. I know Solana Dean's been working with them, and I'm excited to see what they come up with. I'm excited to see how they, the whole project comes together. I like the team. I like what they heard, and I did buy into it because I saw that they're at the bottom, kind of crawling along. I mean, if that's not screaming bottom to you, I don't know what is or what will, and it just looks like opportunity to me. But I've hit 2X's, 3X's on this. I have sold out of the position and re-entered though. But things look good here. Everything's green. It's got, 308384, whatever number. I'm not even going to try to say them shits. But we got 83,000 or 834,000 on the market cap here. 2,009 holders. Going straight across the bottom right here. It's a good entry point in my opinion, not financial advice. All right. Let's go take a look at Retardio. And then we're going to go after this. I think I want to go straight over to the memes. It is 10:55. I like to keep these closer to an hour. I got a lot of shit I got to get done. I got to drop this Mall Street video. This thing's pretty dope. It kind of breaks it down, gives you my take, my 2 cents, and talks about the project, looks at the website, all of that. Retardio is something you don't want to fade. As soon as you feel like you're supposed to sell this, it's probably going to run up. I feel like this is like a scary hold because at any point it feels like it's just about to snap. Again, I don't know 100% who's behind the coin. I can't really tell you any of that. I can only tell you that this is a coin that has a good chart. I mean, it found its bottom. That kind of reminds me of what we just looked at on Turt, where it was kind of skimming across the bottom and started making its way back up. It had this little bit of a run up, sold off, found support back where it took off and bounced again. So I'd like to see that. We got a W on the chart right there. Looks pretty fucking retardio for me. I like to see this. I'd like to see where this can go. I had to keep my position. I did skim some out and move them around. Like I said, I had to skim out a lot of shit. I fucked up and sent some rap sold to some shit. But hey, we take the L's and we take the W's the same fucking way, and we keep moving forward. And if you don't talk about your L's or learn the lesson, at least remind yourself by repeating it. You're not doing yourself any service. You got to figure out where you fucked up. I fucked up by being too excited and pulled the trigger too quick. Shit happens. You know what I mean? I'll make that shit back. I made it back already. So, fuck. It sucks, but it is what it is. And I told you I'd roll a nice quick joint. All right. That looks good to me. I'm not looking at any more tickers. And we're going to keep things rocking. Let's go ahead and take a look at the timeline. got cooking? All right, 14 notifications. Let's see what in God's name we got here. Join the more broccoli. Trey's got a space. Try to jump in there by like 11 o'clock or something like that. I told him push your shit back. I'd be able to get in there, but yeah. Real talk. Who's on top? And go back and follow all of these people. Ooh. Oh, I get this one too while I'm live. I don't know who you people are. Nice to meet you. Happy fucking Thursday. All right, what do we got here? Champers? Jimbo? Dog, are you fucking kidding me? No way. My B, but yourself. Oh, you fucker. Chico, this is my boy, yo. I like this dude. He's I'm pretty sure this dude's local skateboarder dude. What did he say? Who's on top? Your mom. Fuck you. Yo, fuck yeah, you're good. Oh my God. You're funny. I'm going to look guys, we're going to New Mexico next Tuesday. And person saying what just said, we gotta make sure we have has a window for your blunts. Well, this is a joint. This isn't a blunt. This is just a big joint. So but I will go outside. It's easier here, whatever. I might even do them bitches outside. Just set the camera up and put the laptop up. We could rock it out. But let's see what else we got. Nothing else really. And go to the community. We can go ahead and do that right now since we are here. And then I guess I'll wrap up with this at the end. This shit's fucking valuable, guys. Like, I'm telling you, like, I know it's kind of nerdy. I know it's kind of silly, but this shit helps so fucking much in just so many different levels. All right, so let's see where we're at with the community. So many people are in here, and then we'll divide it all up and then figure it out from there. Let me share this with you guys. You can walk through this with me. All right, so we've got 44 plus myself, so it's going to be 0.45 that I hand out to somebody. All you have to do is request to get in. Oh, look, we got another live requester. Let's see who this is. RickyDanks.eth. RickyDanks.eth. I don't know if you heard this before or not, but if you guys leave after this giveaway because you didn't win, you guys are fuck-ass retards, and I don't like it. And I'll kick you out, block you, and remove you. So make sure you just know that there'll be more coming as we hit different goals and different levels. Hitting point or 40, I was just like, you know what, this is a good time. Let me give out some more. But anyway, this is the tweet right here. So let's click this. We had 13 people like this. You needed to like and then comment. So 6 people are eligible out of the 13. And hopefully they put Solana Made Simple on there and tagged a friend. So, I mean, it's not that hard. 0.4 would be, I don't know, just over $50 or something like that. And we have a 50-50 fucking great. 2 votes. You guys are amazing. So who voted on here? Am I able to see that? Because I'll just use YouTube as the people to give this to. Like, I like giving stuff out, but damn, you guys are lazy. All right, so we got Bullish, Trey, Emotion, and BK. Let's make sure they liked it. How do you see who liked it all? All right, so that'll be in that. So Twitter picker. Oh, no. Oh man. Let's see. Let me do this. You guys don't really need to see all this. We're just gotta watch it spin. All right, so we're gonna do number of winners. No, we're gonna do remove selected in case it isn't somebody. Let's get the results. No, get the data. All right, so you must have liked it. You had to make that the comment and. All right, so how many people did it give me? So 13 people on there. And again, we'll go back to this tweet. So we have 13 people that did this. And we're going to do a Twitter picker, so it's easy. All you got to do is comment and tag a friend. So the comment, tag a friend, comment, tag a friend. All right, so everybody here is eligible. Everybody else, big old bozo. So 3, you have a 1 in 3 shot, guys. Big ups. Oh, look. All right, so link to the tweet there. Wait, go back. Get out of here, go back. I want to do this live. All right, here we go. Share this tab. All right, add from likes. Here's the link. It's logged in. Remove after selected. So, all right, let's get the data. It should say 13 here, and then we know who's eligible. Keith Maritimer. Let's see if Keith Maritimer commented on here and tagged a friend. Keith did not tag a friend. Oof. Imagine being Keith. Brother. It was right here. Like, comment, tag a friend. Sorry. That's the rules. Rules is rules, man. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes. Oh, fuck. Hold up. Let me close that. Let me duplicate tab and then. So bullish and trade. I'm just double checking that I didn't miss something here. Yeah, so BK, emotional, bullish, and Trey are the only ones that was here. All right, another winner. Fresh. Fresh. Nope. Is there a quote tweet on there? Can I see this? View quotes. Did anybody? Hold on. View quotes. There's no quotes. Reposts. Fresh. I thought I did see his, but he didn't put it in the comments. But I thought I did see his shit. Like, comment. Oh no, he reposted it, but he didn't do that part. Yep. Sorry, Fresh. This is such a pain in the ass. But like, thank God. All right. Let's go back to the spinning. Pick another winner. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Try this time instead. Oh, not retweets. Likes. No, that's the wrong one. What the fuck? There it goes. This is the right one. Fresh again? What the fuck? Yo, you gotta be kidding me. All right, who is this? 404? Did you do all of this too? Probably not, because it doesn't seem like anybody did. Yo, I've never had so much hard time giving shit away to people. Nah, 404 wasn't on here either. Oh, fucking hell. Slurfman, don't think you were on here either. Foolish Trey, emotional BK. They're nuts. Dude, remove these people every single time. All right, I guess that is. Damn, all my friends winning and they ain't getting shit. Nope. This is nuts. All of these people are... Fuck yeah! Let's go, Trey. Fuck. That was ridiculous. All right, let me go post this. Previous winners. All of you could have won. I'm going to take a picture of that. Well, congratulations, Trey. Thank you guys all for at least liking and participating, but literally just read it. Like, comment, repost. The point of that was for you to find people you thought might be interested so they can join the community as well and get more people involved with it. It wasn't just so you can click something and be like, oh, fuck, Sean's going to give me some free shit because I did nothing but click this fucking button, and I typically don't do it any other reason. So, like, that just goes to show you, like, just a little bit of effort. I know Fresh is always showing up. You're probably, like, the most, like, loyal fucking supporters. So, like, that, I'll probably hook you up with something. Don't even worry about that. But bottom line, this is what it was for. It was to show you guys, like, just a little bit of effort goes a long way. And there you go. If you wonder why you didn't win, just DM me and I'll say, well, let's just run back the things I asked you to do here and see what happened. Where did I fuck up? My bad. But boom. So yeah, there you go. You ran a poll that received 2 votes. So Trey, you're going to be receiving 0.45 Solana. I'll join the space actually and tell you live, and I'm gonna wrap up this whole post, John. Stream thing. I don't even know what I'm doing on here anymore. I'm just winging it, guys. This is 100% what we call winging it. I'm kidding. I'm actually putting some together here. All right, guys. We're going to bring Trey up.
Love the art of Noah's Ark. I always have. I really like that PFP, dude. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I got your space is being streamed on not. No, I had the mute button on. I was making sure it still worked. It works great, by the way. If you guys are wondering, mute button is still intact. But no, I was jumping in here. We are still live streaming, and so we're just gonna have the rest of your space kind of through this. That's the best way I can figure this out until you guys adjust your time, so I can figure that part out. But I just did the live giveaway for the 0.45 for all of the SMS group, members. And there was 5 people that didn't follow the directions. There was 4 people that liked, tagged a friend, and reposted the tweet. Trey, you were one of the 4 people. You got 0.45 coming your way. Congratulations, brother. You earned it. All it took was a couple little steps, and that's it.
Well, shit, thanks, man. If there's someone else that needs it, send it, to me.
Dog, send me your wallet. You were out of all the people, there was 13 people that liked it, and then out of the 13 people, only 4 people followed the instructions to tag a friend, and then most of the people that tagged a friend, those people joined, and that was the point. It was just a community kind of thing. They're like, hey, you guys just show me some support right here. I'll kick you back something. It's going to be an easy percentage, like 1 out of 10 people. You know what I mean? And then hopefully it increases the number, and we can do more of this stuff down the road. So it's yours, bro.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm definitely, put it out forward. That's cool. Yeah, no, I definitely wanted to get more people. I hope Bitcoin gets it's good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But no, some of the other things I wanted to talk to you guys. Obviously, more reports are happening. I wanted to get some more input on it. There's been some counter talk on it. Sean, you've been really bullish on it. How's the trading of it going? You want that bigger? Oh, I gotcha.
Can you say it again? I didn't hear what you were asking about. The what?
What is are you guys seeing any trading action happening on the 404s yet, or is it still just kind of buying the rarity?
I mean, it's the number 1 traded in the last 24 hours with volume. I'm not personally trading them, but people are buying them. I think the trading volume is picked up when you see the swaps. People don't understand that's buying and selling. Like when you buy and sell an NFT, you're not buying an NFT with money. You're swapping your crypto for that NFT token. So the volume is ran by that. So as people are swapping for more rare ones, that increases volume. That's why they have to have a higher liquidity pool to support that swapping mechanism that is always live.
So, who was it? Someone had a question the other day, and they were asking, there's a lot of focus on the rarity of the NFT and just NFTs in general side of it, and they were worried that it would take away from the token side of the community. Have you or anyone noticed?
I don't understand that correlation though. I just don't understand the correlation that a more rare NFT that will go up in value will decrease the value of the token, even though that they're piggybacked off each other. The price of the NFT goes up as the price of the token goes up. The deflationary aspect of the token 2022 and the swap feature with the 2%, that's the extra 400 mall token that you need to do the swap, that's cut. Half of that's cut out every single swap. So as you increase with volume for swaps to increase the gamification to get rarer ones, which if people are saying that it's taken away because I don't understand how that works, but I would like to kind of see what you think. But my thought is people are looking for the rare ones. Maybe the price stays kind of where it's at, but we're still not even into the first step. We haven't got to the next level. I've been messaging them back and forth on the timeline and hinting at stuff like centralized exchange. And they said, launch on a HUA, expect the unexpected, stuff like that. So it's too early to really make a decision. It's kind of like saying people know that Bitcoin's going to go to $100,000 this cycle. Likelihood? Good. Do we know? Fuck no. You can't say that.
Absolutely. Well, it just so happens we have Steven here who has an exchange. Steven, you've been looking to anything about this DeFi aspect? Are you putting anything of yours that you're doing it in regards to these reports?
Yeah, so are you talking about the ERC 404?
Yeah, ERC 404 and Solana and some other 404s. I mean, a lot of the guys in here are specifically leaning more toward Solana first. So, kind of broad question, but yeah.
Well, no, it's just that Solana just came out. The EVMs and like the ERC thing has been there, and that was like the, I guess, level 2 or whatever. I don't know it that well, but I know that that was Solana's answer to that, their release, like to how they can add additional features and all that.
The Solana one I thought was a little bit different. They both have 404s, but I think the Solana one, maybe I'm getting it mixed up. I know that there's a project that did something similar a while back. Like the 404 we talked about. But the one that we're talking about that's more new, I believe, the one where like the NFTs is kind of like the wallet where you can hold other assets and like trade things from that, right?
That is another aspect. So the 202 or the token 2022 standard is what has the token extension and hooks, and the SPL 404 is a standard of token that has those extensions. There's so many different things. Like that you're right on that, but this is like a little bit of a different feature that they're using NFT and a token to back the liquidity to the NFT, so you can have the value of the tokens, whatever the price of the token is going to fluctuate, but you're going to be able to say this NFT is worth 18,000 mall. And to swap for it, to remint and gamify it and try and get a more rare one that would essentially probably yield more benefits in their lore and their game and their story, it's going to cost that 2% or whatever for the swap. And that's where they keep the deflation aspect. But as far as your token becomes a wallet and it's like a private network or something like that, or has delegate privileges, that's 100% on board with this too, but it's just a different step and layer of the tokens.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Well,
Hey man, if you want to talk more about it, just hit me up in DMs. I'll let you know when I have a space. I love diving into that shit.
Especially like the Ethereum one when that came out, we actually did it. How liquid tokens, fungible tokens like ERC20 behave alongside the NFT, and I think one thing that I've always seen when these came out is that this is sort of what the fractionalization dream from the last cycle of NFT, where people wanted to maybe split on a Bored Ape or CryptoPunk, whatever it is. I think that's kind of what the actual implementation is now playing out to be. And the benefit at the end of the day for all of this is that you have much greater liquidity for NFTs, and you can use them in the same way that NFTs were used on Building 5, Game 5, and all of things like that. And in addition, I think what you have with being able to add different functionality is a total game changer. We've also done a lot of work related to like smart contract wallets and things like that. And so being able to take those accounts and actually use them special abilities is extremely compelling in my opinion.
Yeah, I just want to jump in on what you're saying as far as the fractionalized. That's the first thing that stuck out to me. I'm like, holy shit! Like, if I divide these tokens up, I could sell parts of my NFT. Like, I can give you a quarter, you a quarter, you a quarter. Whatever you do with them is up to you. But the other thing I was going to say is another step that they're implementing with this standard is using real world assets and giving them liquidity, backing them and getting them to be able to be transferred and traded on blockchains of any sort. And the other benefit we have is all these grids and wormholes and so on and so forth. Like, anything can pretty much travel anywhere as long as you get it like on one, like on ramp. You know what I mean? So there's a lot, but yeah. Do I follow you yet? No, I don't. But let me give you a follow back. I'd love to talk more about this stuff with you guys. I don't want to hog the space, and I got to wrap up my stream soon.
Bro, you're that's the best.
That's a pleasure.
You up and join some of your spaces. I've been looking to get more active on the spaces side recently.
Oh, sorry guys, I keep hitting the mute button. Sean, you're right. It's down there in the bottom left. Boys, I know you had your hand up before you did a round trip. What's up, dude? I was just thinking about 404s, and I think the speculation on them right now and the energy on them is really exciting. I'm looking out for what use case is going to kind of bring them alive, right? Whether it's something like photo finish, or it's something like a bingo, like a fucking bingo, or say you have a shooter game and your guy dies and you want to respawn him, and you use 404s to kind of convert and respawn or whatever. Like, I'm excited for the use cases that are going to come off of it, right? Or imagine like seasonal stuff. Say, oh, I want to make Christmas traits. I'm going to drop 25 traits into the collection. You now have to go and convert to get that Christmas trait. So I'm like excited for the use cases to come off of this, right? Because we all know how this all goes, right? Everyone's excited about runes. 2 weeks later, what the fuck do they do, right? Unless we can answer that question, they will trend to zero, right? 404s, I think, is a great technology, right? But it's now the job of all these companies to bring them alive with an interesting use case.
Bro, where were you yesterday? This is literally, I feel like you just echoed half the stuff I just said yesterday on the space, except you kind of closed it out though. That was good. I appreciate that.
SMS, what do you think, bro?
No, I was definitely gonna top into that, and I hope all is well. And what's it called? I was kind of thinking the same thing with runes. I completely faded them. I was getting them shilled from 0.6 to 0.8, and I told people they're fucking nuts. I was like, "There's no way, dog. Like, this is the first meme coin on Bitcoin. You think this shit's gonna just blast off? It took us 2 years in a bear market to get the shit on Solana. You were nuts. That shit is not the network for that. It doesn't have the speed. It doesn't have that interoperability. I know they're building. They're trying to get to that point." But that's why Pups is on Solana, and they were comfortable staying there and indefinitely letting that bridge happen because they know it's easier to trade on a different chain. If you open up a bridge to allow them to put that on there, that's great. But I had the inkling. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a long, slow cook for the people that are smart enough to get into it early. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that fade it, sell bags because they don't want to hold them. They just want to get back to Bitcoin. They don't want to have this thing. And it's just my exposure was through Pups, through Solana. If I decide to go over there, the indefinite bridge was like, all right, fine. If I decide I want to, great. But if that does pick up, you would only imagine and have to think that the volume picks up with Solana as well. So that's been kind of where I'm at with it. But I stayed far away from them because it's just the same thing. The space moves so fast. It was like first it was Solana guys are going over to check out Base because Base is out and Brett was the new thing and that came over. So everybody was talking about that. So as soon as that was the old fad, Runes was out, and then as soon as Runes came out, now 404s. The only thing I think different is you said a couple things about what the use case were, and literally Mall Street just tweeted out like, "Hey, this is seasonal trades. This is what we have. Like this is what we're doing." They kind of touch on it and they updated their Git book. Is the review that I'm working on touches on all of the stuff there. They literally have a screenshot of like showing the different attributes and stuff like that. So that's part of what they're using, the seasonal ability. And I don't know. I think that the reason the 404s will work is liquidity is backed behind them. One, it has the back end where old projects can implement all of this token technology with the token upgrade program. It's the TUP within the token 2022 standard. So any dead project essentially has an ability to revamp, take some of these profits from this market and pump them into their coin if they transfer it over. And it's 1-to-1. It's an exact copy, but it's going to be put into token 2022 standard, not regular token. So that is huge. And
isn't it kind of expensive though? Isn't it kind of an expensive process for a project to transfer over to 404s?
I don't know that part. I know the ability, but I think if you are a project that wants to last, I think the cost of business would be important on that because I think that you will be left in the dust if you do not. Like maybe starting a new project, but then it's like that runs into people saying this person just failed and bailed on their project. Why wouldn't they continue building what they're at? Like I think if you are thinking that way, like it's expensive. Well, what's your time frame? What's that money supposed to be there for? What are you looking at? You know what I mean? Because if you're looking long term, like this is real, this is worth it. I want to be with what's in the market because otherwise I'm left in the dust. I got a fucking Saturn and we got electric cars. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it's a car, it works, but like no one's buying it, no one wants it, and the use case isn't there, and eventually it's going to be obsolete, in my opinion. So yeah, maybe it's worth spending the money if you want your project to succeed. Like I know that Ghost Kid has considered it, and they've looked into it, and they've talked about that in their openly in their Discord. And I've been combing through the dead Discords and being like, "Are you guys getting what's going on yet? Like, do you want this to work? Because this is it. But you have to have more. I mean, just swapping to 404 isn't going to cut it. You got to be somebody like Mall Street that has people from like that have worked for Google. They've worked for Heinz Tomato Ketchup. They constantly are working for different projects, and like they're available on a week's notice to implement stuff for projects. I mean, these are reputable players, not people that are trying to make a name. I think Klano is a good option to look into that because they've made a ton of money, and if they want to succeed with what they've got, that would be incredible because they got so many more things with the plushies and stuff like that. I'm just like thinking big, like who would benefit the most to have this backing, and how does that help them succeed? The other thing we got to look at is people that don't give two shits about the NFT, but they want the tokens because those go up. Now those people, if they ever want to take a crack at spinning for a rare NFT, they can just take some of their profits and do so. They won't really take a hit as much as somebody that's trying to buy and sell and trade an NFT up for value when they've just been trading the bottom because nobody's buying the token. Like I'm buying some of them because I'm like, no one's buying this shit. There's got to be a reason, and it's deflationary. So like every day it goes down. Every single swap it goes down. So I mean, I see the benefit of I don't have to chase the sellers. I don't have to get on a marketplace anymore and sit here and try to find the traits and stuff I want unless I'm willing to pay that extra price. I don't have to just buy floors because that like I can take a chance at getting a rare or getting a different one off of a reminting. That creates the fun, that creates that enthusiasm to like, yo, I'm going over there, I'm running this thing, and it's not much. And if you are into the project for the long term, you're helping it, you're contributing, you're burning the supply by trying to get a better asset. So that's where I see it working.
Valid point there, man. Thank you so much for that. Gonzalo, I know you really dig into D-Reader, but do you have any thought on this, my man?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I zoned out for the last minute or so. But were you guys talking about fungible NFTs, crashable NFTs, and what the use case is?
404s in general, and like how they will last, and just kind of like their use case, and basically the future.
What the fuck?
You know, we've seen new amazing technologies emerge that would be incredibly beneficial to everyone. That just
this is the one benefit of having stream and spaces. Like you can have commentary and be like, "The fuck you talking about?"
That nothing comes of 404s if no use cases, like you guys have been saying, like no use cases come up, like real, like legit use cases, then it could go away for a while. Like I remember, like outside of the Web3 space, I remember when the Leap came out, they had this Kickstarter with it, and it's actually the guy. No, I'm not gonna say what his parent who it was, but when it came out, I saw the video for it, and I was like, it's gonna change everything. It's amazing. Oh my god, you just wave your hands. Like, I imagine putting like an HUD on a car. You could swipe things away with your hand without having to reach for a button. Like a bunch of things came up, but it kind of fizzled out because it just wasn't the right time. So bringing that back to here, it can absolutely go nowhere if people aren't ready for it, and if you don't find any actual use cases for it this time around. It depends. I can't.
I really think you guys are all really fucking missing the point here, and you don't understand the implications of 404. You don't understand that NFTs and JPEGs aren't going to cut it. This shit's going to go away eventually. So just be very, very comfortable with understanding that. Businesses, enterprises, corporations, Visa, giant fucking conglomerates want this blockchain technology tied in with a DApp like Crossmint to hide it on the back end, to transfer and do all of this decentralized financing thing, and they want the security. 404s open up a network of security within the token itself where you can hide your payroll, you can hide everything. You do not have to have that exposed on there. There is extreme use case and there's endless use case. It is made to the point of plug and play. Like I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to attack you, but I'm just like so tired of hearing people be like, you gotta find a use case. What is your use case right now? What is any fucking use case for any of these things that we have? Somebody tell me that, because none of them are valid. None of them are real. People made toys. People had to go to Walmart to buy them. Like, none of that really ties into like I bought an NFT and then I had to fucking play the whole game to get this thing. What you need to see is like, who made the thing you were talking about where you're talking like, and it kind of like everybody's raising their hand to silence, like you're kind of like talking down to those things. Like, who developed that technology? Was it a product or was it a service? Because we're talking about the developers of Solana telling you this is what is going to be implemented to tokens, and if you do not go over to this, there will be technology that you can't access. There's about 4 features with token that is available. There's about 16 plus with token 2022 and growing, and it is not focused on NFTs and monkeys and fucking cartoons being traded and us talking about them. They're talking about real world use cases, making these things to the digital like space. Like the use case is there. It's whether or not people are going to use it. That's probably the biggest question, but it's not going to be the NFT thing. Like, if somebody's looking to say like Mall Street's going to give you that thing, Mall Street's going to be a game. If you like to play it, you like to play it, and if it picks up, it picks up. That's not going to be the use case I think that you're thinking about. The real use case, and I urge all of you guys to just type in Solana.com, go to their blog, look for the video, watch it. It came out January 24th. I've streamed it live here several times on my stream. I talk about this almost every day now. I literally said like I'm going to be diving into this. It's not just for what we know as NFTs. You got to think bigger.
Well, that's fine. I wasn't just thinking of NFTs. If there is a real world use case like you're saying, then go for it. You know, my point was that if it's too early, it's happened before with technology. When it's too early, it just doesn't get adopted. And
it's not an adoption point though. It's like, this is what token as we know it is going to be non-existent, and it's. You think that I'm talking about somebody created this. This is literally the developers of a blockchain.
I think a good example that is present right now is ordinals, right? We saw that ordinals have been around for 2 years, but just yesterday, MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor announced that they're going to be, I think, using like the DID protocol on Bitcoin in order to create ordinals, right? So they want to use those for all the institutional use cases, right? In terms of like, oh, I want to put my will on an immutable blockchain, right? So I'm going to do that there. So that's another business use case that's coming to fruition. And I think kind of playing on SMS's point, it's like, listen, like, guys, crypto's been around since 2009, right? And DApps have been around since 2017. I think just for the first time, kind of like in history, crypto is actually technologically ready to try for real world adoption, right? And so like, Token 2022 and 404s and even ordinals are actually starting to not just like 2019 bull run bullshit. These technologies are actually looking to solve the world's problems, right? So we have ordinals and Sailor, right? We have Solana trying this. We have Base coming out and trying to like start a. So like I think we're closer. We're getting really close to what is adoption in like a world of kind of like, you know, BS, right? So yeah, I think we're getting there. I do think we're getting there.
One of the biggest things that comes that you got to realize with this is that, like, these aren't creators or devs just on Solana. These are guys that are like literally building the framework for this. They see bigger than what we see. They are not trading on Magic Eden at all. Like they, I don't like. I'd be surprised if some of them have NFTs at this point, just because of the reality in that. But like, I don't know how else to say it, man. Like, there's literally just, even like when I don't believe something, I look deeper into it to find out why can I not believe this. But like the blog here, I'm trying to find this video, and when the bull run came out and everybody heard about NFTs and they talked about ownership and stuff like that, it wasn't available. It is now. You can have a contract where it's a limited time to a specific wallet, a specific entity that gives you personal ownership, and that's talking about your digital ID cards, your digital insurance cards, your digital any kind of cards. Like that is part of what they made this for. And this wasn't because they wanted to just develop some cool stuff. This is what businesses were asking them. Like, they said, hey, we want this. Can you make this for us? Can you create this? And they answered the question, and now it's here. That's why I'm saying, like, this isn't, oh, well, if there is a real use case, and honestly, like, I don't talk to people like that either, because that's a little demeaning and like, let's grow up here. But like there is real cases here, and there is the homework to be done. There is things I don't know about, but fuck, man, I spend a shit ton of time on this to like not have somebody's kind of like talk to me like that. But like look into it, brother. I know that you're smart, man. Look into this a little bit more. This is a bigger deal than I think you're giving it credit to.
Guys, we got. I was just trying to answer a question from my.
You changed your voice when you answered it, and you can't say you didn't. Everybody heard it, and this is recorded space. I'm not trying to fucking point fingers and shit like that, bro. But like, I'm very clear. I'm not trying to demean or anything. I'm having to have a real conversation, and the way you respond is very direct and clear.
Okay. Well, guys, if anyone wants to come up here and chat about what we're chatting on, I think I sent invites to everyone. Thank you guys for coming up. We got about 8 more minutes left, and then I definitely have to get some writing done for the day and play with my little daughter. Sorry, guys. We're sitting here cutting some plastic vegetables. She's going to be a chef one day, hopefully. But no, Bitcoin. I know you're kind of ruminating with some thought. You've not been speaking too much. I know you probably got to go early too. So I just wanted to hear what you were thinking, man. Oh, he might already be gone. Steven, dude, thank you for coming, man. I'm glad you came. We will be getting a show set up just for you. I would love to learn about the Arena Exchange. You know, guys, give him a follow. He is building a what to me seems like a pretty fun, not fun, well, yeah, fun, it works, but the Arena Exchange, multi-chain. I'm sorry, guys, my daughter's here with me today. So it might be a little bit.
We're building a cross-chain exchange, so kind of the end vision is for you to be able to trade any asset anywhere in the same way that you would use a centralized product, but having access to all on-chain assets. And yeah, it's currently live on Solana, Ethereum, EVM chains. We have a mobile app as well as a desktop app, or like a web app. And yeah, we'll be adding native bridging soon so that you can do, one-click cross-chain swaps, advanced orders, all of that.
Yeah, we will schedule that next week, and I'm excited for that. Thank you again for coming. Poised, dude. CC, you don't need to yell, okay? Poised, thank you so much for coming. Do you have anything for us as we kind of wrap this up, my man? What should I be looking for?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for running this show. Thought it was really fun. You got some great speakers, and yeah, thanks. My 11 o'clock slot has just recently opened up, as many of you know, so I'll be happy to come by and say what's up, chop it up with you guys, the boys, SMS, Steven, very sharp. I also have been looking around at Arena, and looks awesome. So thanks for having me, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
Dude, yeah, we absolutely need a little bit of a risk curve in my life, or in our life over here. No, that'd be fun. Thank you for coming by, dude. Sean, what's up, my man? I love the information you were given. I appreciate you showing up here. What should we be thinking about for the rest of the day?
Just get on Solana.com, man. Everything is literally put out in front of us, and it's not going to be the end all be all, but it's better to kind of like look at the info and have an educated answer, like, nah, this is bullshit, or like, no, this is for real. Like, I don't know things too, but it's like, I don't mean to come at anybody's neck, but I spent a lot of time on this, so I don't want it to be like, hey, it's not personal. It's just like, yeah, let's be for real. But nothing personal to you, Gons. It's all good, brother. I do get passionate about this shit, so that's where that comes from. But I like your space, man. I wish you would push it back just like 15-20 minutes or something, so I can get more in here. So I can shut the stream down and I can be a little bit more focused in. But I mean, it does give good content for the stream here and all of you guys, because you guys are now part of Solana Made Simple's live. So I appreciate all of you guys adding your takes. All of this is, aired live between Kick and YouTube and X. So you'll be able to check it out there.
Let's go. Yeah, no, I definitely would like to push it to the 11 o'clock Eastern hour time. The 9:45, it's right in between everyone changing between stages and stuff, and
since the risk curve is not here, I think that's the perfect time. Let me put that on you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to just for me, but like I don't mind doing the crossover. I can make it work, but I try to tailor it down to around 11:10. I'm looking to jump over into this. But it worked out pretty good today. I think I jumped in the conversation. I mean, it's a good topic, but I mean,
It's not. I'm so sorry.
no, you're good. But no, other than that, I think you're about to get a bounce on more meme coins. It looks like that when I was looking at all the charts. The trend kind of looks like everything's finding support on historical spots, like in the last couple months on the 3-month chart. So that looks pretty good. But other than that, I mean, NFTs. I think you're going to have a lot of volatility with them. Like, look at DGods. They're like 40 or something like that, right?
Yeah, something right around there. I think their youths are sitting around 10.
Yeah, I thought people were really going to gun for that Mad Lad versus DGod thing finally, and I don't think that's ever going to happen. I really think the DGods kind of like burnt their house down from the inside too much and can't recover from that. But they'll still be here, and they'll still have a strong-ass community. But I just feel like that's they're going to have to do something different, very different. And that SPLs might be the name of the game for them. Oh, one thing I wanted to say is look at this, and something that Gons was saying. This is the one thing I think is where I really, really agree with what you're saying is XNFTs, CNFTs, and PNFTs. What fucking good did they do for anything? That was tech developed not by a developer of the blockchain. That was developers in the blockchain. It's done some, but it hasn't done like that change that it was thought to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the one case where I'm like, yo, that came to mind, basically.
Dude, I appreciate that so much. Guys, hey, one I was thinking about. Cinco de Mayo is coming up. The guac guys are always doing stuff. I do not have a bag, but it blows my mind that no one is talking about it.
Dude, that's such a good point. There was a free mint of Burrito Boys that were like free mint ran up over one soul during the bull run last year. Maybe we should do a free mint of like some fucking generated Burrito Boys fucking pixel art.
We need some pixel artists. Let's go.
Marcolina.
No, that would be fun. No, I was kind of seeing them that they're launching something on the 5th. And like literally no one's talking about it. Those guys are still building stuff. Like it just kind of, I don't know. Do with that which will.
I'm going to the chart right now, dog. Like literally right now.
Well, give me a 30-second what you see when you look at it, and then you know.
Yeah, I got you. Give me a second to pull it up here. I got you. I'll give you a T. It's loading. You can talk. It's taking a second.
Guys, thank you so much for coming. Each and every one of you have been a crucial part in my experience here, and I am so grateful for it. And this is just becoming more fun to do every morning. This is just so fun, and I got an awesome song from the high school skating days that I'll play us out with after we get a little 20-30-second breakdown from SMS here.
It's coming up. It's up 30% on the day already. So
hey,
this man's a visionary.
I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it makes fucking total sense, dog. I didn't even think about it. All right, so on the 1 hour, we're looking at this. This is basically like a month or so. We have a dramatic dip around April 23rd, and it kind of went flat. But then literally today, it has on this candle, it's looking pretty good. Like it's shot up. It's almost closing that gap for where it dipped back all the way in the middle of April. And when you go back out to the 3-month on here, I mean, recent highs on this one. I mean, if this was to go back up and run, I mean, you have really nothing stopping it except for about one piece of support or resistance, and it looks like if you had this looks really good, actually. It's like bottom out. It's primed up for a run. There's not many points where it looks like it wants to break down off of history. It's literally straight across. If you're on my stream, if you can look at the live real quick, I'll put this up real quick, and you can take a look at it. I'll pin it to the top, and then you'll be able to take a look. This is pretty good. Yeah. I mean, not financial advice. This is Trey Space, but whatever.
Yeah, no, not financial advice. Please don't. I just like it seemed like a good theory to think about going into, later this week.
No, I like it. I like it. It's a good call. I might throw something on it just for the call. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool. All right, so I pinned this at the top. Probably able to pop that up if you wanted to take a look at that, and you'll be able to see what the chart looks like.
Let's go. Guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna play something from my high school skating days, and you're more than welcome to dip out whenever.
Yo, do you have any old footage?
Maybe. I'd have to really look at old Facebook.
Yo, if you can find some old footage, bro, let me see this.
Okay. I'll go get some. Yeah. All right. Here you go, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks for being part of SMS Live. We're gonna wrap this thing up and get out of here. I got shit to get done. Fuck, man, that was a fun space. I like trade spaces, man, and I will say this on air. Like, shout out to Poise. Me and him definitely didn't see eye to eye because of the discrepancies and issues with Sharky and all of that. It's unfortunate, but I mean, there was some other issues before that too. It's good to see that he can kind of move forward with that and just be professional moving forward. That issue with that guy Gons, as a guy I've been friends with, I've also argued with him before because he made some issues or some decisions on trading, and he was like, "It just tanked as soon as you told me to buy it." I was like, "Bitch, I never told you to buy it. I put it out there as opportunity. You took that upon yourself to press the button." And so, like, I've had issues with him before, and just the demeaning, like, "Well, everybody went talking like that, bro. If you did that to me in your face, I'd slap the shit out of you." Like, so I don't do that shit fucking on here either, because if I ever got a chance to meet you and I remember that you acted like a fucking idiot like that, I would not take you serious. And if you did do that to me while I'm trying to talk to you and have a real conversation, that's where I'd probably slap the shit out of you, because that's fucking retarded, and you shouldn't talk to people like that. I don't know why people think it's okay to be like that. He feels protected through the phone, that's why, but I guarantee you face to face that shit would not be going down. That's not how you have conversations. Even if you don't agree, figure out why you don't agree and learn from that. But anyway, guac looks pretty good. He's not lying there. I fucking hate guac, though, personally. It's disgusting. But hey, that's me.